Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press evening podcasts for July 21, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. We have three significant developments to bring to your attention tonight. Firstly, Lebanese President Aoun has arrived in Washington to meet with U.S. officials, seeking American intervention to pressure Israel into withdrawing its troops from southern Lebanon. This move comes after a devastating war erupted in March, resulting in the deaths of over 5,000 people. The U.S. State Department has confirmed that Secretary of State Marco Rubio met with Aoun on Sunday, discussing the details of the proposal and the way forward. In other news, the United Kingdom has welcomed its new Prime Minister, Andy Burnham, who has pledged to address the pressing issue of the cost of living crisis and bring an end to a decade of political instability. Burnham has already made key appointments, including the unexpected selection of John Healey as finance minister, sparking curiosity among investors and citizens alike. Lastly, Russia's reputation as a reliable supplier in the global energy landscape has been severely damaged due to its involvement in the Ukraine conflict. The country's economic instability, increased dependence on China, and exposure to sanctions have led to a permanent change in supply routes and commercial relationships. Companies that had previously invested in Russian energy projects are now considering their options for re-engagement, but they face numerous challenges, including political risk, sanctions complexity, and reputational pressure. These developments will undoubtedly have significant implications for the regions involved, and we will continue to monitor the situations closely. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. Firstly, in Africa, several nations are grappling with pressing issues, including healthcare worker strikes in the Democratic Republic of Congo due to the Ebola epidemic, and a staggering 19 million children out of school in Nigeria, largely due to fears of kidnappings by groups like Boko Haram. However, there's also a beacon of hope as Morocco's city of Tangier hosts an international photography festival, bringing its community together through art. Secondly, we've been following a developing story concerning maritime security. Russia conducted a live-fire military exercise off the coast of the United Kingdom, which the new UK Defence Minister has labelled as irresponsible. This incident occurred amidst heightened tensions between the UK and Russia, with both nations closely monitoring maritime activity in the region. Lastly, the situation in the Middle East continues to deteriorate as conflict escalates between the United States and Iran, with nearly 200 U.S. service members injured and 3 soldiers killed in action. Efforts to mediate a peaceful resolution have shown no signs of progress. The international community remains on high alert, bracing for potential consequences of this rapidly escalating conflict. These stories highlight the complexity and diversity of challenges facing our world today. We will continue to follow these developments closely and provide updates as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. As we navigate the complexities of the market, it's essential to stay informed about the latest developments. Firstly, Meta's AI ambitions are making headlines, with rumors of a tie-up with Anthropic, a leading AI lab, and potential plans for a capacity leasing agreement. While this could be a catalyst for growth, it's crucial to remember that Meta is a company in full-on invest mode, and its capital expenditures plans for 2024 could easily be lifted when it reports on July 29th. Investors should keep a close eye on these developments and maintain a balanced perspective. Moving on to Tesla, the electric vehicle manufacturer's stock is facing uncertainty ahead of its highly anticipated earnings report. Despite some bullish sentiments from Wall Street analysts, market data suggests that money flow has turned negative, and traders are hedging their bets. The options market has also placed a significant bet against Tesla, with implied volatility sitting in the 78th percentile of its past year. Investors will be watching closely to see how the company performs and what the future holds for this electric vehicle giant. Lastly, global markets are bracing for impact as oil prices skyrocket due to escalating tensions in the Middle East. The conflict between the US and Iran has sparked fears of disruptions to crucial oil supplies, sending shockwaves through the financial world. According to Goldman Sachs, Brent crude could potentially top $120 a barrel by the fourth quarter if the Strait of Hormuz remains compromised. Investors are advised to exercise caution in these uncertain times as the global economy struggles to cope with the fallout. In conclusion, it is essential to remain vigilant and informed about these developments. As we often say, pride comes before a fall, and it's crucial to keep a level head in the face of promising predictions and rallying stock prices. Tomorrow will undoubtedly bring more twists and turns in this unfolding drama, so now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Lewis. Firstly, a team of astronomers has detected an atmosphere on a rocky exoplanet, LHS 1140b, which orbits within the habitable zone of its red dwarf star. This groundbreaking finding offers new hope in the search for life beyond our solar system. Secondly, we reported on the discovery that even routine observations can lead to surprising discoveries, as seen in the case of a seemingly ordinary observation that led to a major breakthrough. Lastly, we shared a story about a compact instrument revolutionizing radiation monitoring in low Earth orbit, demonstrating the feasibility of achieving complex scientific objectives using affordable instruments on small satellites. These stories remind us of the awe-inspiring complexity and beauty of the universe, and the pursuit of understanding them is a journey worth undertaking. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. I'm your anchor, Howard. Firstly, we highlighted USA, today's impressive list of Florida's most exceptional college athletes, featuring a diverse range of sports and individuals who have left an indelible mark on their respective fields. In other news, renowned sports journalist Mike DeCourcy announced his decision to step away from full-time writing, marking the end of an era for sports enthusiasts. We paid tribute to his illustrious career, which has spanned over 4 decades and taken him to destinations around the globe. Lastly, we celebrated Megyn Kelly Day in Farmington Hills, honoring the Olympic gold medalist and star player for the Boston Fleet. Megyn's remarkable journey, from her early days as a 3-sport athlete to her current status as a trailblazer in women's hockey, is an inspiration to countless young girls and a testament to her dedication to promoting the sport. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Carroll.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, we've been examining the silent emergency of declining fertility rates and the push of mothers out of the workforce, a phenomenon not unique to any one country, but rather a global concern. In Japan and the United States, for instance, historic low fertility rates and significant declines in labor force. Participation among mothers of young children have raised alarms. The reasons are multifaceted, including scarce and expensive childcare options and reduced flexibility in work arrangements. Secondly, we've been looking into the stories of working families struggling to make ends meet, particularly single mothers working multiple jobs just to provide for their families. The lack of affordable childcare and supportive work arrangements are major hurdles. It's clear that creating a society where families can thrive without sacrificing their well-being is key through prioritizing affordable childcare, flexible work arrangements, and supportive policies. Lastly, we've been considering the tragic event of a knife attack during a Catholic church service in Turmoil, Ireland, which left a community in shock. This incident underscores the importance of compassion, empathy, and community support in times of crisis. As we navigate modern life's complexities, recognizing the value of listening, reflecting, and supporting one another is crucial for building a more harmonious and equitable society. These stories remind us of the need for inclusive environments where individuals can balance their ambitions with family responsibilities without penalty, and where compassion and kindness are upheld as core values. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment. Here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. Welcome back to the AIDailyPress Evening Podcast. First up, Conan O'Brien has shocked his fans with a drastic new hairstyle. trading in his signature pompadour for a sleek, greaser-like look. The sudden change has sparked a flurry of reactions on social media, with some comparing him to a used car salesman and others speculating about the reasons behind this makeover. Next, we're talking fashion with Kylie Jenner, who absolutely killed it with her latest outfit at the FIFA World Cup final. Her all-black ensemble was chic, but what really caught our attention were those gorgeous Ultra eyewear hazel sunglasses she rocked. And the best part, they're ridiculously affordable, priced at just $55. We're giving you the lowdown on how to steal Kylie's style without breaking the bank. Last but not least, we're celebrating Ella Langley's massive success with her breakout hit Choos'n Texas, which has tied with 7 legendary tracks as the 8th longest-running #1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. With 14 weeks at the top spot, Langley joins an elite group of artists, including Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey. We're discussing whether she can keep her momentum going and take the top spot, and what this means for her future in the music industry. Now for the latest in nature and environment. Here is David Attenborough.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, Sri Lanka is bracing itself for the impending El Niño phenomenon, which poses a dual threat to the country's national parks. The parks are already experiencing increased human-wildlife conflict due to overcrowding and speeding jeeps, taking a toll on the animal population. Meanwhile, the predicted El Niño event is expected to exacerbate drought conditions in the dry zone, affecting areas surrounding popular national parks like Yala. In another part of the world, Panama has conducted a large-scale operation to protect its marine resources by busting illegal fishing in the protected waters of the Cordillera de Coiba National Park. While this move aims to curb unauthorized fishing, critics are questioning the transparency and effectiveness of the enforcement actions. The park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most biodiverse marine ecosystems in the Pacific, making its protection crucial for Panama's ecological health and compliance with international commitments. Lastly, a groundbreaking study has shed light on the intricate web of pangolin trafficking, revealing that pangolin scales and other body parts trafficked internationally originate from the same areas that supply local wild meat markets. This discovery underscores the urgent need for collaborative conservation efforts to protect these incredible creatures, which have been poached to the tune of over 1 million animals in the past decade. These stories highlight the complexities and challenges faced by governments, conservation organizations, and local communities in their efforts to protect our planet's precious natural resources. As we continue to navigate these issues, it's essential that we acknowledge the intricate relationships between human activities, wildlife trade, and the delicate balance of ecosystems. By working together, we can strive towards a world where endangered species like pangolins are protected and their habitats preserved for generations to come. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David Attenborough for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.